the blood spatter on the railing,
which
there.
piques her. Like she's like,
what?
Like her eyes go bug-eyed.
Yeah, like what the fuck? And then there's blood railing, and then
because why would there be blood on the railing if he jumped?
Exactly. And then he just sort of goes, well, clearly you've got this, and he comically wipes his brow. Whew. Although he didn't kill himself, he was murdered. And she's like, oh, this will be interesting. So he walks him through it, where basically, like, again, there's the blood spot on the railing, and he says, like, the neighbor says she heard a scream.
I like how she's like, I did.
I did.
She confirms.
Both of them do it. It's great. And he goes, well, so you heard a scream. And then he said, and you, sir, you're the landlord? Yeah, you said you had to open that door to look over the
Yes,
top.
I did.
Yes, I did. And she just goes, well, what's the point, Ventura? And he says, only this. And he starts yelling. And he's closing the door. I like how you did that in time. Well done. With my arm. And basically he's closing the balcony door and opening it, and it's soundproof.
And it's like, this is double-sided pane, soundproof glass.
There's no way that neighbor heard Roger scream on the way down, because the killer...
the screaming must have come into the apartment.
He killed him, and then he threw him out, and then he closed the door before he left.
And then does a poltergeist joke. Like, this house is clear.
I have exorcised the demons. And then,
and they're pissed.
And they're just like, fuck you.
Because this cartoon human just made the entire department look like a bunch of assholes.
And this is what I don't like, is that Melissa smiles.
Yeah, like, your friend just died.
Are you a little upset? Yes, it's
Him
great.
being right doesn't make Roger Predactor come back to life.
Yeah, now
he's still dead.
No longer. Now somebody actually physically took him out of the world. So, yeah, now you should be pissed. But
this is not time for a fucking. I'm actually in love with this guy.
Don't be proud of your new eventual boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, her and Mel go to the stadium. Him and Mel go to the stadium. Going through the receipts because he's like, I can't shake it.
I can't believe I couldn't
need
get
to see the receipts for the rings.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, there's only like half the receipts here. But then he looks at the picture on the wall. Who the hell is that? What do you mean?
Who the hell is that?
Produces the picture he's been using, going, well, that guy...
He's not here.
Well, that's right. You don't know Ray Finkel? The kicker?
No.
I got news for you, lady. Ain't nobody knows the kicker on any team.
No.
Unless that guy then wins a Super Bowl, like an Adam Vinatieri, ain't nobody knows the kicker.
To be fair, in Miami, he did prevent them from going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So they would know who he is. However, Ace doesn't strike me as the sports ball type.
Here's the thing, though, because he knew the ring, the ruby was from the ring, though. He's like, I knew that ring somewhere.
That's
I'm like,
true.
And
that
this is
odd.
This is set in 1994, I'm assuming?
I guess, yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
Well, you said like the 94,
I wasn't following,
whatever,
yeah, it said the 19th Super Bowl. The math seems
But what
right.
I'm getting at is...
No, it doesn't.
That was 10 years ago, and he knew the ring.
Yeah.
So he might be like a Miami guy, like,
maybe,
Dolphins guy, right? Because Dolphins, he's a pet detective.
Yeah.
He's into animal name teams.
Yeah, but then he would know who Ray Finkel is.
So we find out that Ray Finkel fucking pooched a kick.
Yeah.
Cost him the Super Bowl.
And
was like, it's got to be this guy.
Mm-hmm. He went nuts. He disappeared. And then it's like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And this is where it gets weird because
she's like, I'm going to go back to my apartment.
You shouldn't be alone tonight. Well, what do you suggest? And then he weirdly smiles like, well, because I do like it because... Wait, no, before we get to that. I do enjoy his smile because it's almost like... Because it's not like a sexy, like, oh, let's do this. It's a, well, maybe? What do you think? Like,
I know your friend just died,
but how would you like some dick? Like, it's a
would you be interested in jungle sex?
Yeah, it is very much a question in that look. Is like, would you like to do this? Turns out she would.
Yes, and a very over-the-top comical sex scene happens in front of all of his animals, which, no, I'm going
to be like, you know what? Yeah, let's
jiggle the handle, and Daddy's got some alone time. Mm-hmm. And she's just like, wow, 3 times. He's like, I know.
I'm sorry, I must be tired. And then she sort of calms and goes, okay, I'm ready again. And she's just like, okay, I'm done with this.
Cuts to
stop fucking me anytime now.
Cuts to Ray's hometown. All that stuff's cut out. It's just him going to his house.
Yes.
Which, well, it's home of Ray Stinkle.
So
I'm like, this town, holy crap.
yeah,
Listen, I get it. America loves them some football.
Yeah.
It is America.
Mm-hmm.
It's as American as apple pie.
Tis.
But wow. The lengths that this town went to.
Small town, dude.
A small town. It's a small town.
In Florida.
So I'm like, I get it. It's Florida, and Florida's fucked up. I get it.
America's penis-shaped state.
You know what I mean? But wow. Because his house is just completely gutted out by the looks of it. Graffiti, tip to tails, front to back.
Considering what we saw later on, are we sure that Ray didn't do that himself?
Maybe.
Look at his room.
But there's nothing on the house that says laces out.
True.
It's you choke, you choke, you suck.
Yeah, but he did that. He has that too. Well, he says choke for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So we get to my opinion, the greatest character in the film.
The mom?
The mom. Well, we get the dad first with the shotgun, and he's just...
I'm looking for Ray Finkel, and the shotgun hits his face, and a clean pair of shorts.
Yeah, because, he's assuming he's here to fucking, shit on his son, just like everyone else.
Yeah, and he's like, no, I'm just a big Ray Finkel fan.
And then proceeds to run through the stats, and then at the end, one hell of a model American.
This is my Graceland.
Yeah. This is my Graceland. And then the mom's like, what are you doing? What are you, crazy?
Give me that gun. He's a fan of our son.
You're not one of those hard copy guys, are you?
No.
Proceeds to come in. I bake some cookies, laces out.
Are you expecting Ray home? Oh, yeah, I expect him any minute now. Oh, great.
Dan Marino should die of gonorrhea and rot in hell. Mwah! I love this lady. This lady's great.
Yeah, I made you some cookies. Laces out, just like they're supposed to be.
And then the dad's just like, Ray's not coming home.
Like, do you expect him anytime soon?
What he's like,
home?
The wheels turning, but the hamster's dead. Like, she's crazy.
Yeah.
He hasn't been home in, 7 years? He broke out of the loony bin, or Shady Acres, or whatever.
So then he goes up to the room.
And you can see that Ray was troubled. Or, as his mother put it, what a sports nut,
huh? Because it's just nothing but, articles about the missed kick, and it's got, choke and laces out and fucking images of Dan Marino with, gunshot.
I like the plush buddy with, arrows in it.
Yeah.
Or darts.
And, it just says, die, Dan, die, Marino, die.
And the second dark thing that happens in this film is that he's set up with a film of the kick happening, and it's this, dramatic, creepy music over it, and it's in a dark room, an old film is being shown. And this, with the image of Roger's death, I'm just like, they're just throwing
this dark shit in there that really doesn't fit the tone of the film. But I guess
it adds to the hard nose that this is a film noir where the lead character is a cartoon person.
Yeah, and that's what it is. They're trying to keep the tone in the... Yes, it is a legitimate film noir. It's a legitimate film noir story. It's an actual murder mystery.
Yeah.
But it's fucking Ace Ventura, you know?
Well, it's turned into a murder mystery. Because the dolphin's not ultimately killed.
It's a mystery.
Kidnapping.
It's a mystery, if you will.
So Dan is taken. He, calls Melissa, you need to worry about Dan Marino, right now.
Where is he? He's at a commercial shoot. You need to get police over there right now. And then he is. He's doing it.
For no reason, too. He's just like, Ace. He said, I left, didn't you? What was that? What was the point of that?
Okay, I'm really going this time. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, what were you going to tell him?
Even in this moment, he's a cartoon.
He's a cartoon because he can't stop.
So he gets taken. Dan gets taken by two goons who it's supposed to he's supposed to be carried off and then cut next. No, let's try it again, Dan. But no, they just carry him out. And we see the actual guys oh, what? They got knocked out.
And then Ace happens upon them.
Car chase happens, running over two police officers in the process.
Sorry, fellas, I'm a pet detective.
I take priority. And for the third time he's supposed to be killed, there's a shootout, and he catches a bullet with his teeth.
Those are some pretty impressive teeth, though.
Yeah, fair enough. So he rushes to the cop shop, and Dan Marino's been taken. It's all going down.
Yeah.
Where's Lois? Goes into the office. Here's the foreshadowing I was talking about.
Okay.
The entire conversation is happening. There's an apple in between, a banana in between two apples on the desk.
Yes, there is.
This entire conversation.
Yep, that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Yes, it's absolutely on purpose. I didn't put that in my notes, but yes, that is absolutely on purpose.
And she's kind of dismissing him and, like, wanting him out of his office, but then she comes on to him.
Yeah, because he says something like, oh, I solved that pesky Marino case or whatever.
Yeah.
And now she starts coming on to him because, again, it's the whole I'm fucking with them type of thing. So now she's coming on to him. Because this is when she says the whole, like, you know, when I come out of the bathroom, I want you gone. It's like, number one or number two, I just want to know how much time I have. And
she mounts him, basically.
She mounts him. Your gun is digging into my hip. It's in foreshadowing number 2.
Yep.
And then, basically she starts making out with him. And then Iguana comes in and goes, I heard a commotion. And she goes, get out of here.
You want me to throw him out? I want you to throw yourself out. And he's like, okay.
Okay, now we're friends with this asshole? Okay.
Yeah, like he's confused by the whole thing. So, Ace needs to be committed.
Yes.
You need to commit me.
Yeah, you need to commit me.
To the same place that Finkel was in. He's like, that won't be a problem.
Yeah. I do like how he goes over the top. I'm like, not necessary. You're good.
So we cut to Ace. Mm-hmm. With weird hair.
Yes.
His regular shirt.
Outfit.
Yeah. His like one of his crazy fucking cartoon shirts.
Yes.
Fucking combat boots. Green and black shorts.
And a tutu.
And a very, very bright pink tutu. Mm-hmm. And he's posing as Melissa's brother.
Yes.
And I guess it's implied that he used to be a professional athlete.
Yeah, they said he was a professional football player.
Yeah, because he's doing put me in, coach.
I'm ready for the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, a lot of former athletes can't let go of the game.
Yeah, we had one here a few years ago. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't think you should be talking about former patients, Doc, especially ones who broke out.
Yeah, really shouldn't be talking about that, especially to a potential new person. But whatever. So,
well, I do like the whole thing where he talks a whole sentence, and then goes, "Let's see that
again."
And then he goes to the point where he sits back down, goes through his entire conversation backwards, and then restarts.
Yes, he also does it in slow motion.
Yes.
Again, this is all just set up so that Jim Carrey can do stupid shit for a minute. And then
I like that. My favorite part is at the end where it's halftime.
That's that looks so painful.
Fucking splashes water in his face, kneels down on a couch, and just smacks his face down. And she's like, "Well, he'll be there for 20 minutes."
Yeah.
As in something he does on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Which is something he might do on a daily basis.
Yes, but seriously, ow! I watch that every time, and I understand that they added that sound effect, but that didn't look like there's much cushion there. He slammed his face into it.
So she pulls the doctor away. Mm-hmm. This is where he looks up. Okay, I can sneak in. He jimmies the door for the storage because the whole thing.
He's trying to find Ray Finkel stuff that they left there because he escaped. Yeah,
he's piecing through it. Can't find anything.
Guys coming in.
Find some crochet dye Dan Marino stuff.
Obsessed much?
Yes, a guy comes in. And I think it's implied that he wants to clean the room, but the other voice is like, I know you're gonna smoke in there. You can't.
Yeah. So so Ace tries to get into the box, but clearly can't fit because he's a giant man, and attempts to close it as best as possible. And thankfully, that guy doesn't come in, and then he just fucking flops open and breaks the whole box. I'm like, this is hilarious.
So they get out of there. Mm-hmm. Emilio finds a note.
Yes.
I guess Ace tips him off.
Yeah, he does.
Because he's rifling through Einhorn stuff.
Yeah, he mentions something. He's like there's Einhorn and Finkel, because he finds the article.
Yeah.
That's like Lois Einhorn, hiker missing since so he calls him and just like, dude, something's up with Einhorn. Look out for me. And so he does. He starts. Einhorn disappears for the day, and he starts going through, and it says, he finds a note from Roger Predactor that says, can't wait to see you Friday, love Roger.
Yeah.
It's like, love Roger? What the hell is going on? So then he tells Ace that. He goes, oh, okay. And then we cut to Ace trying to figure it out, what their connection is.
Einhorn and Finkel. Finkel and Einhorn. And then his mannerisms are being matched by the Capuchin monkey. Mm-hmm. To the point where he's like Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn and Finkel.
And then the monkey's asleep.
Quitter.
And then he's still sitting there. And then the dog walks up to him and goes, "What do you want? I have no food for you. I have to find the dolphin to get money for the food. You don't see a dolphin around here, do you?" And then the dog slinks away as if he understood. and then flops onto the picture of Finkel, and then Finkel has the long hair. And then he goes, holy shit balls. And he figures it out.
Einhorn.